बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। प्रोग्राम में खुश आमदीद। नाज़रीन, अमरीकी सदारती इंतखाबात का प्राइमरी मरहला कल अपने अख्ताम को पहुँच रहा है। उसके बाद 14 जून को सिर्फ डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी का कॉकस इलेक्शन होगा। रिपब्लिकन पार्टी की पोजीशन तो बिल्कुल क्लियर हो चुकी है। ट्रंप नामजदगी हासिल कर चुके हैं और यूँ लग रहा है कि पार्टी कन्वेंशन में भी उन्हें किसी किस्म की मुज़ाहमत का सामना नहीं करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि स्पीकर ऑफ द हाउस पॉल रायन वो भी उनकी हिमायत कर चुके हैं। ये अब तक की इस हफ्ते की सबसे बड़ी खबर है रिपब्लिकन पार्टी के हवाले से। डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी की हिलरी क्लिंटन को जीतने के लिए अब चंद डेलीगेट्स दरकार हैं, जबकि बर्नी सैंडर्स डेलीगेट्स की दौड़ में हमें बहुत पीछे दिखाई दे रहे हैं। लेकिन वो पुरुम्मीद हैं कि पार्टी कन्वेंशन जो कि जुलाई में होगा उसमें वो सुपर डेलीगेट्स की हिमायत हासिल कर लेंगे। लेकिन ज़ाहिर तौर पर ये हमें उन्हें जो हिमायत है वो होती हुई दिखाई नहीं दे रही, और यूँ लग रहा है कि अब जो प्रिजम्पटिव जो नॉमिनी है डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी की वो हिलरी क्लिंटन ही होंगी, और जो जुलाई में कन्वेंशन होगा और ये जो फैसला है वो हिलरी क्लिंटन के हक़ में आएगा। कल 5 अहम रियासतों में ये प्राइमरी सेशन हो रहा है। कैलिफोर्निया प्राइमरी सेशन की सबसे बड़ी प्राइमरी है और इस प्राइमरी में तकरीबन 546 के करीब डेलीगेट्स हैं जिनकी किस्मत का फैसला होगा। इसी तरह न्यू जर्सी में 172 के करीब डेलीगेट्स के दरमियान ये मुकाबला होगा। कल आखिरी सुपर ट्यूसडे है। तमाम अमरीकियों की और जो अमेरिकन मीडिया है उनकी नज़रें आखिरी सुपर ट्यूसडे पर लगी हुई हैं, ख़ास तौर पर डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी के इंतखाबात के हवाले से। ये अब कल पता चलेगा क्या पोजीशन बनती है। अगर बर्नी सैंडर्स कल डेलीगेट्स की बड़ी तादाद हासिल करने में कामयाब हो जाते हैं तो वो उन्हें बहुत बड़ा एज होगा कि वो पार्टी कन्वेंशन में जाकर अपना केस सामने रख सके। नाज़रीन, आज के प्रोग्राम में हम अमरीकी सियासत और प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शंस के हवाले से तफसीली बात करेंगे, लेकिन सबसे पहले आपको बताएंगे कि मेमोरियल डे क्या है और अमरीकी शहरी इस दिन को किस तरह से मनाते हैं। नाज़रीन, ज़िंदा कौमें हमेशा अपने उन जवानों की उस कुर्बानी को याद रखती हैं जो वो अपने वतन की हिफाजत की खातिर देते हैं। अमेरिका में भी मेमोरियल डे मनाया जाता है हर साल की तरह, और इस दिन उन लाखों जो फ़ौजी हैं जिन्होंने अपनी जानें कुर्बान की इस वतन की हिफाजत के लिए, उनके याद में एक बहुत बड़ी तकरीब का इनेकाद किया जाता है। ये इंटरप्रेट म्यूज़ियम है जहाँ पर ये इनेकाद किया जाता है। यहाँ पर जो नेवी के अफसरान हैं वो मौजूद होते हैं, जो न्यूयॉर्क सिटी के मेयर हैं वो मौजूद होते हैं, अफसरान मौजूद होते हैं। सबसे बड़ी बात जो फ़ौजी हैं जो अपनी जानें कुर्बान कर बैठे, उनके फैमिलीज़ और जो शहरी हैं वो बहुत बड़ी तादाद में मौजूद होते हैं और उन तमाम फ़ौजियों को खराज अक़ीदत पेश करते हैं और उनकी उस कुर्बानी को खराज अक़ीदत पेश करते हैं जो उन्होंने अपने वतन को महफूज बनाने के लिए दी है। और इस दिन ना सिर्फ पूरे अमेरिका में छुट्टी होती है बल्कि ये लॉन्ग वीकेंड कहा जाता है, क्योंकि 3 दिन की छुट्टियां पूरे अमेरिका में मनाई जाती हैं और शहर भर में परेड का इनेकाद किया जाता है। यहाँ इंटरप्रेट म्यूज़ियम में भी एक बड़ा ज़बरदस्त इवेंट रखा गया है। यहाँ मेयर मौजूद हैं, यहाँ जो कमिश्नर हैं पुलिस के वो मौजूद हैं, नेवी के अफसरान मौजूद हैं। वो क्या कहते हैं और यहाँ आने वाले जो लोग हैं वो इस दिन को किस तरह याद कर रहे हैं, उन फ़ौजियों की कुर्बानी को किस तरह खराज अक़ीदत पेश करते हैं, हम आपसे उनकी बात करवाते हैं।
That no greater love has any person than to lay down one's life for one's friends. We say, we remember. From the forests of World War I to the hedgerows and beaches of World War II, Korea, the jungles of Vietnam, the deserts of Kuwait and Iraq, the mountains of Afghanistan, and hundreds of other places, for blood spilled and those who were killed, we say, we remember. For those whose names are carved in granite and rock on memorials across this land and across the world, and others whose names are known only to God, we say, we remember. For those now deployed in harm's way, that God would honor these wreaths as we honor God's heart to give as those who died, that we may live, we say, we remember.
Memorial Day speaker on Intrepid, Admiral John M. Richardson, the current Chief of Naval Operations, which of course is the head of the entire United States Navy, the most powerful and largest naval force in the history of the world. National security concerns obviously preoccupy every citizen of the United States now. Terrorism, as embodied by ISIL and Al-Qaeda, aggressive foreign state powers, relations with friendly countries like members of the NATO alliance, budgetary constraints, and a bunch of other issues make our military as important now or more important as at any time in our history. Today, on behalf of the Royal Canadian Navy and Canada, I'm honored to remember the men and women of the United States Armed Services who have given the ultimate sacrifice for the protection not only of your nation, but for freedom worldwide.
All Americans once again embrace this day's true meaning and to actually take a moment and to consider what has been given to them by those who laid down their lives in our defense. So how do we honor those who gave all? We can start by honoring those who wear our nation's uniform today, carrying on the legacy of those who came before. We can honor their families who also gave all. We give them a gold star, but we must also give them our thanks and support each day.
Everybody who's a part of the Intrepid who makes this museum such a special place in this city, a place of remembrance, a great place of inspiration. I'd just like to take another moment to, I want to hear a rousing applause for all the men who have served on the Intrepid who are here with us today. I will tell you about the oracles. Now, we apparently are thought, people think we have a rough exterior. But behind our rough exteriors beats hearts of gold. And people in New York City have joyfully embraced all of the members of our armed services who have been here this week. It has meant so much to all of us. Let's thank Admiral Richardson and all the men and women who are here to serve.
What's your name?
It's Diana.
Diana, what would you say about Memorial Day? You're having tears in your eyes and a smile on your lips. What is this contrast?
It was a wonderful event, and it's just so sad that we have so many horrific wars and we never learn from history, and we need to take care of our veterans.
Yeah, Vietnam, yes, I was with the 25th Division, 68, 69 in Vietnam.
All right, so what would you like to say on Memorial Day?
An honor to be here, and I wish a lot of my buddies who are not here were here with me, but that's the way it goes. But it's an honor to be here today. Great honor.
We come over because it's Memorial Day, and we come over to remember the all those who were in the service and to serve their country and never came back, never came home. A lot of men who died even on this very ship years ago during the Second World War. A lot of guys were killed right on the ship when the kamikazes hit the ship, and so we come over to remember that.
Hi, how are you? What's your name?
I'm Joey Faciol.
Oh, so how are you doing?
Good, fine.
So what you learned today from this event, for this ceremony?
That many people were died for our country, and that they gave their lives and were very courageous.
Sarah, what you learned from this Memorial Day?
We should be more grateful and not take for granted those who have died for our country.
नाज़रीन, किसी भी सिंगर, किसी भी म्यूजिशियन या किसी भी परफॉर्मर की सबसे बड़ी ख्वाहिश ये होती है कि वो बड़े से बड़े मजमे के सामने परफॉर्म करे, और यकीनन वो लोग ऐसा करते हैं जो बड़े मशहूर होते हैं, जो बड़े फेमस होते हैं, दुनिया उन्हें जानती है। लेकिन हम आज आपकी मुलाकात ऐसे लोगों से करवाएंगे, ऐसे परफॉर्मर से करवाएंगे जो रोज़ाना की बुनियाद पर लाखों लोगों के सामने परफॉर्म करते हैं, लेकिन वो गुमनाम रहते हैं। मैं इस वक्त टाइम्स स्क्वायर सबवे स्टेशन में मौजूद हूँ। मेरे साथ आप देख सकते हैं कि कुछ लोग हैं जो कि परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। ये हम बाद में इनसे पूछेंगे कि ये कहाँ से आए हैं, ये क्या परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। लेकिन यही नहीं सिर्फ, बल्कि इन जैसे दर्जनों लोग हैं जो कि न्यूयॉर्क के सबवे स्टेशन में रोज़ाना लाखों लोगों के सामने परफॉर्म करते हैं। और उनमें से कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो लोग यहाँ से गुजरते हैं, कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो रुक कर इन्हें सुन लेते हैं, इनके फ़न की दाद देते हैं और जाते हुए कुछ सिक्के या कुछ रुपए इनके बैग में डाल जाते हैं। तो मैं जब भी यहाँ से गुजरता हूँ तो मुझे हमेशा ये ख्याल आता है कि ये कौन लोग हैं, ये यहाँ पर क्यों परफॉर्म करते हैं। यकीनन आपके जहन में भी ऐसे सवालात आ रहे होंगे। हम इन तमाम सवालात के जवाबात इनसे जानेंगे। सबसे पहले मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगा और आप सुनिए और देखिए कि ये जो लोग हैं ये कितने टैलेंटेड हैं। इन्हें अगर प्लेटफॉर्म को मिल जाए तो शायद ये बहुत बड़ा नाम बना सकते हैं। सबसे पहले ये सुनिए और उसके बाद हम इन लोगों से बात करेंगे, और जो यहाँ पर लोग गुजरते हैं वो उन्हें किस तरह से, इन्हें किस नज़र से देखते हैं, इनके इस फ़न को किस तरह दाद देते हैं, उनसे भी बात करेंगे। Hi sir, how are you?
Hi, very good.
What's your name?
I'm Alan Arsick, and we are Tonal Undertow.
So you're from USA, you're from New York, or you are
We're a
from
New York
somewhere
City
else?
group. Yep, yep.
New York City group.
Well, actually, to be truthful, we have a man from Italy. You guys, they're both from Japan, and I'm from the U.S. from New Jersey. So.
Okay. So I need to ask you why you perform here on the subway.
We won the pass. This Music Under New York is a somewhat competitive, but they fill the New York City subways if you show that you can do sort of reasonable music and pay attention to all the laws, sort of thing.
By the way, what are you performing? What is this?
This is a tenor saxophone. Leo is on piano. Haruka is on the upright bass, and Taka is on the drums. So
you're doing this as a professional, right?
These guys are on their way as students towards professional. I am a amateur. I work as a statistician, so I'm a numbers guy.
So is this enough for you guys? Like people come and stop over here and they just pay you something?
We got to keep on playing more, but it's very good for practice. It's very good for performance. It's very good for meeting people and seeing what works. So we really appreciate playing for people in the subway. So, yeah.
So you believe that you will get someday a big platform, right, performing by here?
We play in clubs, and we will continue to play more things. This guy's played bigger shows, much bigger than this sort of thing. So these guys who are music students are going to play with, top pop musicians and jazz musicians one day. So yes, I think these guys are going to go very far.
Yeah, I mean, this is fun. This is fun. That's why we do it. It's because it's fun, not for the money, not for doing anything like.
To become great.
This is really fun, the thing we do.
It's a practice, like you're studying music.
It's a good practice, and it's also good for, as you said, meeting people, because it's the first time I play with him, I already played with Alan, but every time someone is changing.
This is our first time as a quartet, actually, so this is our first time. We've all played each other in separate ways.
So how do you like that when people come and stop over here and just praise you guys, and how do you like their response?
I mean, it's hot. It is. It's hot and exhausting, but we're going to make it through our day. So I think we'll survive. 3 hours is a lot, but the band played before us, did a great job. They were 3 hours, so we have to show our best too. So.
Yeah, and these kind of things, they happen just in the city. Where I come from, I play professionally, but this kind of people meeting and just playing without rehearsing, this doesn't happen back home. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world, I think, And check this out, And this is an original of Alan, if you want to check this out and see how it is.
What are you playing now?
I'm playing an original song. He just gave us the chart. I don't know how it sounds like. We'll discover it. Yeah?
It's very good. It's not something you see where I come from. I live in Arizona. You don't see this in Arizona. They're really good.
So you're liking the music?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So where are you from?
Mexico, Monterrey.
This is a famous music. This is a different one.
Yeah, it's
Well, it's known, but it's not what we hear all the time.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear it here.
नाज़रीन, न्यू जर्सी समेत अमेरिका की 5 रियासतों में कल प्राइमरी इंतखाबात हो रहे हैं और डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी के लिए बहुत ही अहम ये इंतखाबात हैं, क्योंकि अब जो बर्नी सैंडर्स हैं उनका ये कहना है कि अगर वो इन इंतखाबात में और इसके बाद अगली जो 14 जून को इलेक्शंस होंगे उसमें अगर वो कामयाबी हासिल करते हैं और उसके बाद पार्टी कन्वेंशन में पहुंचने के बाद उनके पास बहुत अच्छा चांस होगा कि वो सुपर डेलीगेट्स पर प्रेशर डाल सकें ताकि वो उन्हें जो है वो उनकी हमायत हासिल हो। बहरहाल इस वक्त हम न्यू जर्सी में मौजूद हैं और इस वक्त आप देख सकते हैं कि जो साबिक सेक्रेटरी हैं और जो डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी के उम्मीदवार हैं हिलरी क्लिंटन, वो हमारे बिल्कुल पीछे स्टेज में मौजूद हैं। उनके साथ यहाँ न्यू जर्सी के जो सेनेटर हैं और जो कांग्रेसमैन हैं वो भी इस वक्त मौजूद हैं और हिलरी क्लिंटन की मुकम्मल सपोर्ट का इजहार कर रहे हैं। लोगों की बहुत बड़ी तादाद मौजूद है, यूथ बहुत बड़ी तादाद में यहाँ पर मौजूद है। अभी कुछ ही देर में हिलरी क्लिंटन अपना खिताब शुरू कर देंगी। नाज़रीन, जैसे ही खिताब शुरू होता है आप वो सुनिए और उसके बाद यहाँ जो लोग मौजूद हैं, यहाँ जो यूथ मौजूद है, यहाँ जो वोटर्स मौजूद हैं, वो इस प्राइमरी को लेकर किस तरह इस प्राइमरी को ले रहे हैं और वो किसे सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं और क्यों सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, हम उनसे बात करेंगे। अब सबसे पहले हिलरी क्लिंटन अभी खिताब शुरू करती हैं, आप वो देखिए।
Thank you. Thank you all so much. I got to tell you, I don't think it gets any better than this, being introduced by these two gentlemen, these two Jersey giants, two people that I am honored to know and call my friends. John Bon Jovi, he is, as we all know, an extraordinary entertainer, a performer par excellence, someone who has lit up stages and arenas, and I actually saw perform in front of the Brandenburg Gate to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall. And I gotta thank the band that entertained us all. Thank you so much. And of course, I have to thank my friend, someone I am so excited to be with on any occasion. Cory Booker is a very special senator, but he's also a very special person. And he probably has more energy and charisma than anybody else I know. Have you noticed that? And what he just talked about, quoting everybody from Teddy Roosevelt to Maya Angelou to Thomas Jefferson to Franklin Roosevelt, is exactly how he thinks. He's always thinking about what will make us a better country, how we can have more peace and prosperity in the world. I am so proud to have his support. He's traveled for me across this country. Thank you. Thank you, my dear friend. I also want to acknowledge your Congressman, Representative Donald Payne Jr. Now look, you've gotten a pretty good idea about how important this election is. You've heard from not only elected officials from here in Newark and New Jersey, but I think if you've been following what's been going on in this election, you already know that yourself. You understand that this election will determine what direction our country heads in. And there could not be a more stark and important difference, because every day we learn more about Donald Trump. Just yesterday, we learned the truth about Donald Trump's big talk about helping veterans. It turns out it wasn't until the press shamed him that he actually made the donations he had promised. For months, it was all just a publicity stunt. This is just more evidence that Donald Trump himself is a fraud. He is trying to scam America. I have tried to tell you exactly what I will do as your president, how we will get the economy working for everybody, creating more good jobs, lifting up the incomes of Americans. We want to invest in more infrastructure jobs. Newark needs some of those. New Jersey needs a lot of those. We want to bring advanced manufacturing back to America, put people to work, making the products of the future. We want to combat climate change with more clean, renewable energy jobs. So now I'm going to defend President Obama's historic accomplishment. We're going to work to get the costs down, premiums, copays, deductibles, prescription drug costs. And we're going to tackle two other issues that haven't gotten enough attention: mental health and addiction. We should do everything we can to make treatment of mental health and addiction as important and high a priority as any other healthcare challenge that any person faces. Now, the second test is, can you protect America and lead the world? That's really the commander-in-chief test, isn't it? And I got to tell you, I think that Donald Trump has disqualified himself completely. He has attacked our closest allies. He has said, let's pull out of NATO. He has praised the dictator of North Korea. He's advocated more countries getting nuclear weapons, something that Democratic and Republican presidents alike have worked to prevent for more than 70 years. He has advocated a return to torture. and he has said he wants to ban all Muslims from coming to the United States. So the president went off, considered everything, and made the decision for us to go. It was the right decision. It worked out the right way. We did bring bin Laden to justice, but that's what you want in somebody who's sitting in the Situation Room making those hard choices. Now, finally, the third test I want you to think about is, can the president unify us? And here Donald Trump fails at every turn. He doesn't want to unify us. He wants to divide us. That's why he started his campaign attacking people, and he hasn't stopped. Yesterday, it was the press that he was attacking. Now, if you're in public life, you're not always going to like what the press says about you. I have some experience with that. But part of the genius of our democracy, our system, is we have a free press. And they do report to tell you what is happening, what they are seeing and hearing. And it's also important that we not let someone near the White House who would take away our rights. I will defend a woman's right to make her own health care decisions. Unlike Donald Trump, who wants to make it a crime to do so, and I will also defend Planned Parenthood against these partisan attacks.
नाज़रीन, हिलरी क्लिंटन यहाँ पर खिताब करके और वही रवायती वादे जो एक सियासतदान करता है वो करके यहाँ से जा चुकी हैं। मेरे साथ अब लोग मौजूद हैं, वोटर्स मौजूद हैं, उनका हिलरी क्लिंटन की सदारती जो मुहिम है उस हवाले से, और जो हिलरी क्लिंटन हैं उन्हें बतौर अमेरिका के सदर किस तरह लेते हैं, हम उनसे पूछते हैं और लोगों की जो राय है वो आप तक पहुँचाते हैं।
Yeah, she's absolutely the most qualified. She has the temperament. She has the respect of the whole world. And she's really the only person who we should elect. There's no question in my mind.
She just seems, she's so charismatic. And, you know, she's above and beyond every other possibility.
I am the president and founder of the Fourth R Foundation, where the R stands for reality, truth. We teach everything, but we don't teach reality. And all over the world, we have mind education, which is getting better and better and better, but brain education is as bad as ever.
Well, our union stands for working people and the issues of working people day to day. And Hillary is in the fight for us. She's been in the fight for a very long time to support workers, to raise the minimum wage, and to help people to have a good standard of living.
नाज़रीन, जॉन केमेन न्यूयॉर्क के बासर तरीन सियासतदानों में से एक हैं और अभी वो अमरीकी कांग्रेस के लिए इलेक्शन लड़े हैं। डिस्ट्रिक्ट 5 न्यूयॉर्क से वो इलेक्शन लड़े हैं। मुसलमानों के लिए वो बड़ा सॉफ्ट इमेज रखते हैं और वो मुसलमानों के लिए, ख़ास तौर पर न्यूयॉर्क में और अमेरिका में बसने वाले मुसलमानों के लिए और पाकिस्तानियों के लिए कुछ करना चाहते हैं। हमने उनसे बात की है, आपको वो दिखाते हैं। हाय जान, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम। You're here at fundraising with the Pakistani community. How did it went? I mean, how successful that event was, first of all?
Well, today was very successful, just on two fronts. One, we raised some money, which is always important. It's the lifeblood of politics, I guess, possibly anywhere. We had a lot of people of stature, of big hearts, people who care about their community, who have made a difference in their community and are here because they want to work with me and give me the opportunity. You know, I understand how hard it is to succeed in politics. I've won my last 6 races. I was a town supervisor, I was a judge, but to run for Congress is different.
Okay, there are so many other communities in your district. How do you see the role of Pakistani community in your success?
Well, you know, the nature of this type of race is that there's, you know, hundreds of thousands of people in a congressional district. Except the truth is only pockets of people actually vote. The place where I live in Great Neck, so if my community comes out for me, there's other issue type organizations that are out there that are trying to find support, of which I am someone that I believe will bring or will get a vote. And so going into the Pakistani community, when when 9, 10,000 or 12,000 votes wins an election, any group that might be able to bring out 1,000 or 1,500 votes, that could be the difference.
Okay. Specifically, if we talk about Pakistani community, what issues you have in your mind when you will go to the Congress and you will address that issue, those issues of Pakistani community, especially the Muslim communities living in US?
Well, the issues change from year to year, right? The first order of business is to be part of the community, speak to the leaders, bring people from the Pakistani community and other communities as well into my office. Not just as a guest, but as somebody who will have a job, somebody who will be at the table when we're making our decisions. That's how you grow diversity. And so my commitment is to bring people who are Muslim and all other faiths, but specifically here today we're speaking about bringing Muslims in. I'd be honored to have a Muslim on my staff, as I would be honored to have a Hindu on my staff and a Sikh on my staff and a Jew on my staff and a Christian on my, I mean, this is what we need to do. We need to have a diversity within our community, but Muslims have to be at the table. And my commitment is to make sure that they're at the table with me every day. In terms of national issues and international issues, Pakistan is a country that has gone through some dangerous times. More Pakistanis have been killed in these wars, and so the people who are feeling the brunt of the battles and the danger and the horror that's going on in Pakistan are Pakistanis, and we need to respect that. We need to understand that to put an end to the violence isn't just about America. From an American perspective, it's about humanity, and so anything I could do to help ease the tensions and the violence in a way that makes sense, but you can only do that if you bring Pakistani leaders to the table, and that it's a discussion and a dialogue, and that would be my commitment as well.
I really appreciate that. The last question is, there is a big factor that is Islamophobia, especially in the US, and racism. How you are going to figure out that?
I think Islamophobia is a crutch that some weak people are using to create anger against the Muslim community. And no one jumps out more than Donald Trump. He's trying to gain popularity by putting other people down. We generally disrespect those types of people. We don't respect it. Those are called bullies. Those are people who should not have power. Those are people who should be shunned and set aside. If you can't bring people to the table and work together. So the way you address Islamophobia and any phobia is by showing that I have no fear or shame to walk with my brothers who are Muslims. And I have no fear or shame to walk in the same shoes that they walk in every day. And if my children and my neighbors and my community can see that we are friends and that we are understanding each other, we don't have to agree on everything, and we won't. But everybody needs to be treated with respect and dignity and fairness and equality. And if we do that, then people will see that we're better off, and the hate should cease, and people who espouse hate need to
The fact of the matter is,
be moved on.
Donald Trump is winning. He has almost got the nomination. It means there are millions of people having the same state of mind against Muslims, against all the other immigrant communities.
I think that there's people who are supporting Donald Trump because he's expressing an anger and frustration, and he's doing it in an awful, horrible way. But the people that are voting for him all don't agree with everything he says. And so I think most Americans understand that when he says he's going to bar Muslims, that's wrong. People say he doesn't even believe it. He's doing it to get votes and to stand out and to somehow be bigger than he really is. But the truth is it makes him smaller, and most people in America do not think that we are better if we ban Muslims. However, there's a fear and an antagonism.
By the way, can he do that if he comes as
No.
president?
No, we still have our Constitution. The Constitution absolutely rejects that. We as a country can make rules regarding how we deal with other nations. But in terms of religion, there's a freedom of religion in our country. And so we cannot use that as a basis to discriminate. And it will never be authorized. There are moments or opportunities where he can be dangerous and cause restrictions on immigration and access to our country. We always have to be able to show when one is in charge of government that we are going to protect our government and our people. But if you define a whole other people or a race or a religion as the enemy, that's what we would call, in legal terms, overbroad. It's unconstitutional. It doesn't pass our legal tests. And so I don't think he would succeed in doing that, but I don't want to give him a chance. And I think we need to stand together and prevent him from having that opportunity to grow the hate and the disengagement that we have right now, because it can't work and it shouldn't work.
Okay, John, the very last thing. You know, the Pakistan is the biggest effective of the terrorism, especially international terrorism. But the U.S. government don't realize that. How would you make them realize that?
I think there has to be an education process. Again, more people who are Pakistani have died trying to fight terror in that region. And I don't know that today Americans appreciate that. I think we see the drones and we see the anger and we see someone who's yelling and somehow that's the image that we take back. And that's what Donald Trump is capitalizing on. The truth is, I believe our leaders today who are in office do understand that, but the problem is they're losing the fight in terms of educating the American people, because people don't want to hear it because they're scared and they're fearful and they're looking for